Hi, Meg Patton here at FCA West 2015. I'm here with Sandy and Rowell, who are part of the Plugfest competition this year. Now, Sandy, could you tell me a little bit more about the problem that you guys encountered and your solution that you wanted to use to fix that problem?
Yes, we were trying to show how in the intelligence gathering phase we can use more types of intelligence as overlays onto the battlefield map and trying to merge that and trying to determine what is happening on the ground. And then we went through some scenarios with the mission planning.
Basically, our solution that we came up with was coming up with two applications. One that the commander would have as his viewable, and then one for the soldier, which we have as a handheld. As you can see, it's on a phone or it could be on a tablet. So basically, the commander can have a map overview of the country or island they're trying to take over, and you can overlay different different feeds onto that island. And on this particular island, we have the social media feed of Twitter, Instagram, of messages, and we've used the keyword ISIS to try to locate some of the messages people are sending out and hashtags they're using. And you could see if you overlay another feed of the UAV recon, you can see structures correlating on top of those Twitter feeds. So basically, the more overlays you have on top of the map, the more instances and correlations you can find. They could be negative or positive type of correlations, but the commander can take a look at that correlation and make decisions based off of that information on the different layers.
Now, why do you guys think this is important going forward in the upcoming cyber warfare generation or age?
Well, in many cases, in actual scenarios, we get our first knowledge of information of cities that are being attacked based on social media in many cases. You take the Square, you take the Ukraine, we find people claiming that they've downed an aircraft, and that is sometimes our first knowledge of what's really happening. So sometimes that is an important piece of intelligence. And we did other types of intelligence, moving of known cell phones, trying to track people, and we had a couple of different overlays, but we were trying to merge different types of intelligence into one scene. And then we also took it into the case of on the ground, how we could send the commands to the actual people on the ground. So we had developed a whole scheme on how the commander would pass the directions to the soldier, and they would get a map and it would show them which way to go, which way not to go. And that's what this app is doing.
Sounds pretty innovative to me. Now, what were the hardest challenges that you guys faced with only 48 hours to complete this task?
Well, given that we only had like a couple days, literally like not even a whole week, we had to pretty much plan within the first day, which was pretty hard because it was the first time we met each other, and we had to pretty much get that out of the way, icebreakers, and sit there and plan. So basically, I think the hardest thing out of the whole process was the planning phase, because once you get the plan down, it's all about just executing it. So getting the plan down was probably the hardest that I thought, and after that, everything pretty much went downhill from there. She knocked things out a lot and had a lot of help from other vendors. She went out there and grabbed a lot of vendors. So,
Well, thank you guys so much and best of luck in the competition. We look forward to seeing you next year.